So, as promised, today we are back on this show with a new guest, a new expert. And let me introduce you to Miss Pooja Jayswal, who's the guest of today. She is an educator at Amarjyoti Saraswati International School and also ECA Territory Head Bhavnagar. Today, she is with us sharing her views on the topic Education 2.0. Welcome, Pooja ma'am, and the screen
Thank
is
you.
all yours.
Thanks a lot, Mona ma'am, for this wonderful introduction. So, good afternoon to all of you, all the wonderful people who are here on this platform of TIE, where TIE brings amazing events for educators and others that we can expand our knowledge. So, as Mona ma'am said, my topic for today is Education 2.0. So, let us talk about all about education. But before I commence my talk, I have a quote with me, and the quote is by Alvin Toffler. He quotes, and I say, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So I think this is all about education. So now, what actually education is? Is education just about a degree, a piece of paper? Is a highly educated person known as a knowledgeable and an educated person with a degrees in his hand? Will a piece of degree define me as an educated person? So here I would like to say that being educated and acting educated means has a vast difference. Let me narrate a story to you. This story I had read in an article, Hindu. I think the article was written by one of the experts in 2009. So the article goes this way: a mother and a son, they were traveling by train. So when they were traveling, they come across a field, and there are farmers working there. So mother says to the son, here the son is almost 5 to 6 years old, so he understands things. She says this, beta, look outside. There are farmers working. They are harvesting paddy. They are growing rice. So the son looks out and says, mother, I cannot see anything. It is all brown. Then the mother says, no, beta, they are going to get rice from here. So the boy says, oh, rice? Why do they need to grow here? They can get it from the supermarket. So the mother was so shocked and stunned by the answer of the child. So here I would like to put a question. Who failed? The system failed or the child failed to educate that child? The child very well knows that we need to sow seeds, we need to water it, and then we get the plants, and then we get the sources from there. But he could not apply it with it. So here, first thing I would like to say about education is somewhere to apply the knowledge actually and in a correct direction. So let us talk about the few things where our education needs a change and where we are really not concentrating it. So some the huge changes we need in today's our education system. I had listed out few points, and I would like to tell the first thing which I have seen on my years of tenure in education field is the rat race. The rat race among the children. Everyone is running, they are running. Sometimes they don't know where they're running, but they know definitely that I am ahead of someone. So the rat race which goes on, and who makes these children learn to run, thinking nothing. So those are the parents. I don't directly blame the parents, but yes, the parents of today's era wants their children to outshine everywhere. जहां भी पैर रखो तुम जीत कर ही आओ. So this is the rat race where our children are running. The second thing which I have noticed in today's era in our system is the comparison. The comparison done between two children. So अगर मिस्टर शर्मा का लड़का फलाना फलाना क्लासेस में जाता है, so I have to hop my child from this class to that class. अगर वो पीछे नहीं तो वो पीछे रह जाता है. This is the mentality of our parents. But I would say that itna zaruri, itni tender age se to nahi hota that the child goes everywhere and outshines. No doubt he would be learning various things wherever he puts his foot ahead. So, and I think the youth, when we talk about elder children, the youth is so much frustrated. I would like to mention here that after the vigorous study of 5 years of engineering, students are left unemployed. So what they do? They flee away. They go to other countries abroad and settle themselves. After comparison, the other important thing which I would like to mention is the rote learning, the parrot learning, and लिखना, जितना मैं इतना लिखूं आज, मतलब मैं आज इतना पढ़कर आया हूँ. I have seen parents immediately when the child steps out of the school, they will open the books, they'll take out the books, they will turn on the pages. बस आज इतना ही लिखा है. मतलब मैंने सीखा क्या है, that is not important. मैंने लिखा क्या है, वो इतना जरूरी बन जाता है to measure the knowledge the child is acquired. So if I have written more, I have learned more. If I have written nothing today in my book, so I have done nothing. One more thing which we need to change and to bring into children is to teach them the basic skills. The basic skills, the life skills, which are the survival skills, and very importantly, to teach them is the soft skills. Now, when I talk to a basic skill, normal चीजें जो होती है, decision making होता है, to face challenges. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं कभी कभी क्लास में ये नोटिस करती हूँ कि अचानक से कोई बच्चा गिर जाता है, 5-6 जने खड़े हैं, उस मोमेंट पर दे डोंट रियलाइज immediately what they have to do. So they will call the teacher, they will wait for the teacher to come, but immediate reaction to pick up the child, give him a glass of water, then to go to the teacher and ask for the first aid does not click them. So these are very little skills but very much needed in our children. Then comes the life skills. And the whole pandemic, we have been talking about the life skills, the survival skills, how to do their things by their own. This is also much required in this in our education system. I think some schools have put the life skill kind of topic. It is very necessary. Then comes the soft skills. क्या बात करना है, किससे किस तरह से बात करना है, to say what on what time is also, I think, required to teach our children today. So or when I talk to the elder children, I think when they are studying in 9 to 10 standard, if you ask them to write a simple mail, I think after studying for so many years they fail to write a simple mail. So here we see that so many things our children are lacking in themselves. So here I would say that we need to change this, and it needs an immediate change. Out of all these things, I think we should set and our teach our children something few more things which is actually required. If they are learning, the application of the knowledge is should be accurate and in the correct directions. So my second part includes into what set of skills are required in our children in the next decades, in the 21st century. So what are they? As I was reading, I read somewhere that the 2/3 of the profession are yet not invented, where our children will be, when our children will grow up and it will be required for them. So what are those set skills? So let me tell you. First thing, what I have noticed to teach children is resilience. Now, what is resilience? The bouncing back. To fail, to get up and to bounce back. अगर ये हमारे बच्चे ने सीख लिया, then सुशांत सिंह जैसे cases कभी नहीं होंगे. That our children are failing to bounce back. They get depressed. They are so much depressed. They don't have that strength to bounce back. But we need to teach them that failure will be the first step to success. Bouncing back with that much enthusiasm is what we really need to teach our children. The second most thing what I feel to teach children will be just to teach children regarding the soft skills. I would, after bouncing back, it would be resilience and stopping to run after things. एक चीज कर लिया, I have noticed it करते करते they get tired, they throw that, they don't have patience. Ek khilona diya, after some days it is gone. They don't like to play with that particular thing. The one more thing which I would like that the children should, which I have read that they should have in themselves for the required jobs, would be the uniqueness, to bring things out uniquely. They should think out of the box. So from where does it come? It comes from the curiosity. We have to build curiosity in our children. So when we say about that, they need to have even patience and perseverance in them. As I said, within few time the children are just tired, they want to just throw away, and they want to do something new. The third most thing which I feel that the required is moral values. This is really, really very important to sow in our children, inculcate in our children from a very tender age. We are losing behind kindness, we are losing behind patience. The mind triggers very fast. I would like to give an example here. A few days back, I was just standing in my gallery and I was seeing few children play. Two small boys were fighting, and there were group of elder children from them standing there and enjoying their fight. So the elder boy was telling one boy, और जोर से मारो उसको, उसको गिरा दो, तुम तो हीरो हो. So this is what our children have learned. So to inculcate moral values also becomes very, very important. जो बात बात पर गुस्सा है, and especially with the use of gadgets, they are losing their patience. We need to bring that back, to have patience. Then comes the collaboration and the cooperation between each other. If you have a team, how you lead a team, how do you understand yourself, how do you understand the other person, and then how do you collaborate with each other and work. Empathy is also very important, that we need to build in our children. Now how do we say, what is all about empathy? To put my foot in someone else's shoe and then understand that person's situation. So this is what our children need to be doing. They need to be thoughtful. They need to be thoughtful about themselves as well as the others. Then, as I said, building up the curiosity. Every child is born with the curiosity, but we in through our teaching, through our so many things in our education system, the curiosity dies. बच्चा कुछ पूछ लेता है ना, the teacher is in a hurry to complete the portion. Abhi बैठो बाद में. But no, I say answer all the question. This builds the curiosity, and the curiosity brings them to think out of the box, and then from where the creativity comes. And inventions are all done by that curiosity and the creativity. Understanding that each child is unique. So here I would also say that before it was, and now, uh, at present, the scenario is all about information. We can get information through various places just to type. But to type the correct question, to bring my correct answer, I have to type the correct question, not anything in random. So putting up the correct question is also to be learned. Once of my cousin said, कि सीखने का क्या है, अभी तो सब गूगल पर होता है, बट गूगल से तुम पूछोगे क्या, तुम कुछ करेक्ट पूछोगे तो गूगल तुमको कुछ करेक्ट जवाब देगा. So and random you cannot get anything. The next thing which I would say that before it was all about knowing what we are doing well, our jobs well, everything and anything about ourselves to be known very nicely. But now what are we are supposed to learn? We are supposed to learn the quality of adaptation, the change. What we have learned now through this pandemic, we changed overnight. The teachers, I would like to mention the teachers, from trainers and facilitators, they have become jugglers. They are juggling into so many things. They have changed their pattern of teaching. So then earlier it was all about rote learning, and now we need, as I said before, the application of that knowledge to the in the correct direction, which will help our children to outshine. Then earlier we talked about the IQ. I know we used to have test to measure our IQ levels, but now, as I said, the emotional quotient is also very important. मेरा फ्रेंड है या मेरा कलीग है, उसको अच्छे से समझ कर, I have to learn to read the thoughts and then I have to behave. That also becomes very important. So when we talk all about education, the education and the system, two things needs a huge change. So when we bring that change in our country, in our education system, and I will not forget to mention the NEP, which is revised after the 34 years, seems to be quite promising. And from paper, we are expecting it come to be more in practical. So where we will have children who will outshine, we will have all the better doctors, the artists, and all the better people in our India, and where our India will outshine. So when I was preparing, I was just noting down an acronym, not to forget the teachers. With the teachers, they educate the children. So for them, I had prepared an acronym which I love, I really love. So with the E, I start. E is to enlighten, enlighten the children from ignorance to knowledge. So what the teacher only does to teach them, teaching them various things. Then comes the D. So D is the dedication. With that dedication, the teacher heartfully teaches this child with all her pure and perfect dedication, and giving the right direction to the child. U is for the uniqueness. She teaches the child her unique methods to make them creative, and not forgetting to make them realize that they are some unique. Every child is unique. All size fits none. So all child has a unique quality. We as teachers bring out that unique quality from the child and let them excel in the world. Then we have I have C, EDUC. C is for the connect the teacher, the bond that teacher makes with her child. She refers as my child. Okay. And then A, A is to show their ambition in their life, where they have to go, how they have to reach their goals, and not stumbling, falling, and then getting up. As I said, the resilience that the teacher teaches the child. Then the T is for the hidden talent, to bring out those talents, the hidden talents. Somewhere in my class, I may not know, the child may not speak, but after years, I see that child speaking so well on some platform. So that bringing out that hidden talent from the child. I is for the innovative methods. Innovative methods the teacher brings to the class to teach the children. And those innovative methods the child learns, and he also becomes innovative learning through this. Then comes O. O is to be optimistic. This is really which is very important, to be optimistic in life, which is really a need of the hour. N for the non-stop efforts. For the non-stop efforts we put in the child to let them excel and to be the best from all. Not the best, I would say, the even best from all and everyone in the same path they walk and outshine. And where we see the rising India, the our nation, which is going to be the again the same golden sparrow, where our children grow up and outshine ourselves. This is what all I had to say. I end up my talk here. Thank you everyone for sparing their time and listening to me. Over to you, Mona ma'am.
Thank you, Pooja ma'am, so much for this lovely, I would say, the education acronym that you elaborated was really awesome, covering every aspects of education and especially teachers. This profession is very close to my heart. So, summarizing your talk, ma'am, we talked about the ill effects of rat race, comparison, rote learning, and I guess all the educators here, the teachers who are really into this, even as teachers, they know that we are pushing the kids into rat race, but we all have to get together and make education the applicable education, not just this typical question answers and mark thing. So then next we talked about importance of life skills, soft skills and survival skills. That is what is going to help our children in future. No one is going out and telling the person that okay, we need X and Y potatoes. We need to know the basic skills of living. And I also love the way you put just explain how we as educators and parents also should make our kids know how to survive failures. The most important thing right now in this era is the thing surviving failures, accepting, knowing our mistakes, and moving on. So, all in all, ma'am, really a lovely talk. And one more thing I would like to add, if we want to teach our kids something new, would be money management, not just earning money. Our kids should really know how to manage what they have. So, be it failure, be it success, and be it money. So, ma'am, thank you so much for being on this show. And to our audience, thank you for being with us, for just listening to ma'am. And I hope this makes a difference in your way of teaching and your way of dealing with our kids, with the children. So, with a promise to meet you next Tuesday with another show, this is Mona Bhatt signing off. Bye. Take care. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.